Hey there folks, I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. Tonight I have a little Christmas gift. I know Christmas was a little while ago, but this has been chilling in the fridge and I don't know when this is going to get posted, so we could be into March or April even. I'm hoping to have this in by February though. I try to prioritize viewer requests and other types of videos that I think are going to be popular first. So, depending on that shuffle, like I said, could be March or April, but I'm hoping to have this in by the end of February. This is Allagash Hibernal Fluxus. Did I follow up on my Christmas comment earlier? The reason I mention that is because this was a Christmas gift from my sidekick Bouch. Thank you very much, dude, if you are actually tuning in. He does these videos, but I don't think he watches very many of them. He'll like binge watch and catch up once in a while. But this is a saison milk stout from Allagash. Open cautiously, contents under pressure. Well, I've seen what happens when you don't be careful with that before. Let's see here. Hibernal Fluxus. Yeah, it's a yearly. I think this is a barrel aged. That's what I'm looking for here. Each year's batch with a completely different recipe. So they're different. Okay, there comes the Fluxus. It's always different. Making a new beer every year. This year's version harmoniously blends two different styles, a saison and a milk stout, and that was in the label, and making for a silky dark beer with a hint of spice. It doesn't say anything about it being barrel aged. That's interesting. I thought a vast majority of their beers that go in these bottles are barrel aged. But yeah, saison and a milk stout. I like milk stouts. I'm not a huge fan of saisons. I don't know if it's the wild yeast that introduces a certain sourness to them, but something about the saisons usually puts me off unless they somehow mellow them out. So I'm hoping that the milk stout aspect of this has mellowed out that saison sourness. This one's going to be difficult, so we're going to there she is. Awesome. Still the best $10 I ever spent. Now, well, it's not blowing up on me, so we should be in good shape here. Let's see how much fizz is left in it. Now, Bouch did let me know that he accidentally left this out on his porch, so it froze solid. A little bit leaked out the sides of the bottle, but she's still got some kick to her. Alright. I was worried that with the freezing solid and actually leaking out around that tightly placed cork, that we'd lose some of the fizz in there, some of the carbonation. But it doesn't appear to have fallen flat, and it definitely looks more like a milk stout than a saison. I mean, that is a nice dark color. I mean, even the bubbles in the head have a nice brown color to them. Whew, pardon. That's encouraging for me, because I like the dark, heavy beers. Get a little bit more in there. I like the nice, thick, heavy head, but I also want it to die down a little bit before I drink it. Partly because I want to get some of the aroma in my nose, but then again, all those bubbles should be bringing a lot of that to the surface. Let's see what we get. There's a little hint of sourness there, but more than that, I'm picking up on some spicy notes. I'm not able to isolate anything in particular, just a general spiciness to it. I want to say winter, but more of a fall spice aroma. And it's got a nice sharp tang to it, like fall spices. It's promising. Ooh. That is interesting. Up front, I'm getting a little bit of the sourness and the spiciness from the saison. Like I said, that wild yeast sourness. Saisons or farmhouse styles. And again, I don't think you specifically have to use wild yeasts, but most saisons tend to have a wild yeast strain. I don't know if they're particularly open fermented like most lambics are, but it's got that hint of that sourness from the wild yeasts, but it's tempered by the character of the heavy milk stout. And again, there's that unidentifiable spiciness up front. It's odd because it hits you up front with that sourness of the saison, then it mellows out, and I'm getting serious chocolate and coffee notes from the milk stout, and it's got that nice medium heavy mouthfeel. So it's got like a character of a stout as you're feeling it roll off your tongue, but the beer is lighter in mouthfeel than you would expect from a beer with that character. There's that weird spiciness that I can't put my finger on, and it fades at first when the milk stout character kicks in, but then the spiciness lingers on the tongue a little bit longer and comes back around. And again, I'm not picking out any particular flavors there in the spiciness. Like just this general tangy fall spice character. And from the milk stout, I'm definitely getting chocolate, maybe hints of coffee, but it's weird. I expect the beer to be nice, heavy, and thick from that stout character, but it's not. It's actually like a medium to medium. I would say medium to medium heavy, but not that heavy feel that I expect from a stout. Just taking a quick look here, what I should be picking up on, coffee and chocolate. So this one uses a mild tropical fruit. I'm not picking up on tropical fruit and a rustic spice. Yeah. Oh, they used a lactose sugar. It's tempered by the beer's lightly bitter finish. It is slightly bitter in the finish. But yeah, rustic spice. I guess that's as good a way to explain it as any. I mean, I like the interplay of the character, the saison, with the milk stout. And I was a little worried at first. I didn't think I would. But I see saison and it immediately puts my guard up. But honestly, the saison character is perfectly balanced by the milk stout. And this has been a really enjoyable beer. Just for the different character, the uniqueness of it, and the change in its character as it goes down. And I'm seeing that a lot more with beers. I did the Sam Adams Sam 76. Not that that's anything even remotely like this beer, except in the fact that the character of the beer changes as you're drinking it. In that way, they're very similar, and I think that's the new trick. Most breweries are looking for beers that stand out by having their character change as you drink them. Again, just a general impression. I'm not basing that on any particular facts, other than I've experienced a couple of beers recently, so that do that. Maybe it's an emerging trend. Maybe my own personal experience is just leading me to say that as something more to say about this beer while I stall for putting a rating on it. I'm not quite ready to say wow, but it is definitely a highly above average beer. It's very enjoyable, very drinkable, and it's delicious. I'm on the fence between a 4 and a 4.5. I think I'm going to give this a 4.5. 4.5 out of 5. Definitely a good beer. If you can get your hands on it, because it is a local Maine beer and it is a limited release, definitely check it out. Let me know down in the comments, the email link down below there, what you had to say about it. Pardon. Love to get a different perspective on this beer. While you're down there, make sure to like and share the video. And don't forget to subscribe so you get notifications whenever I post a new one. Till next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Thanks again, Bouch, for the Christmas gift. It's awesome. Cheers.
Gimlet Media streaming 24/7 from TuneIn.
I don't know if the microphone picked that up, but Alexa keeps tuning in on my...
We can't figure out user acquisition, and the product isn't going to be done by the end of YC. Everything we present is going to be based on how many dates we get out. And I just sat there and
Can you hear that on the mic? Alexa's like going off on some random thing. Alexa, stop. Daffy bitch is going nuts. I didn't say her name, I didn't address her, I didn't give her a command, and yet she just started spouting off something randomly. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.